When people think of powerful weapons, they think gunpowder. But some of the most devastating systems ever built don't rely on bullets at all. Today, I ranked 13 lethal weapons you can legally buy online, and they get deadlier with every step. CA09 Railgun Coil Accelerator. Starting at number 13, we're jumping straight into the future with the CA09 Railgun Coil Accelerator. And forget everything you know about BBS because this is pure electromagnetic devastation. This handheld electromagnetic gun uses electricity and magnets to fire 275-grain projectiles at up to 16 joules of energy. Now, that's not huge by firearm standards. It's absolutely shocking. It offers selectable power from 3 to 16 joules and 3 firing modes. Single shot for precision, semi-auto for controlled fire, and full auto at 600 rounds per minute with a 50-round hopper feeding the action. Imagine that. A portable electromagnetic gun that's silent, completely futuristic, and sounds like a buzzsaw when you hold down the trigger. This is essentially a piece of science fiction you can actually buy today and hold in your hands. At around $1,600 from Coil Accelerator, you're not just buying a weapon, you're buying a glimpse of the future. But we're just warming up. GAMO TC 35.35 caliber. At number 12, the GAMO TC-35 in .35 caliber is a big-bore pre-charged pneumatic rifle that's deceptively lightweight at just 8.7 pounds. But don't let that fool you. This thing packs nearly 170 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, enough to drop medium game like coyotes and hogs quietly without alerting anyone within 100 yards. It uses 190-grain slugs screaming downrange at around 1,000 feet per second. Even on low-power settings, it can deliver 30 to 40 shots per fill while still beating most hunting handguns for raw stopping power. That 28-inch rifle barrel and integrated moderator make it whisper quiet. Your neighbors legitimately won't hear it. Yet it's deadly accurate at range, making this high-power hunting performance at $1,049.90 with zero gunpowder involved. This is perfect for stealthy pest control or serious game where noise is a critical concern. Silent, deadly, effective, but the power curve is about to spike dramatically. UMAREX Gauntlet 2 SL, .30 caliber. Number 11 brings us the UMAREX Gauntlet 2 SL in .30 caliber, and we're officially entering hardcore PCP rifle territory. This regulated bullpup-style air rifle cranks out up to 99 foot-pounds of energy in .30 caliber, and about 43 foot-pounds in .22 caliber. It features a 7-shot rotary magazine and a side lever cocking system that cycles smoother than butter on hot glass. On a single 4,500 psi fill, you get dozens of consistent shots thanks to its regulator keeping pressure rock-solid stable. At around $430 to $500 depending on caliber, it's often called a gateway big ball because it's seriously affordable for this class of weapon. It comes with a 28-inch barrel and built-in shroud so you get rifle accuracy and whisper-quiet operation. In practice, it can punch cleanly through yard fences or drop varmints out to 50 yards with absolute authority. While it's not the most exotic on our list, it's shockingly powerful for the price point. And we're just getting started on the truly insane stuff. FX Impact Modular PCP. At number 10, the FX Impact Modular PCP takes us into hardcore Swiss Army knife territory. This Swedish masterpiece is like having 4 different rifles in one platform, and it's about to mess with your understanding of what's possible. Here's the insanity. You can swap barrels and calibers right in the field between .22, .25, .30, or even a giant .357 slug barrel depending on what you're after. With a 480 cubic centimeters carbon fiber tank holding 3,600 psi and a powerful regulator, it can shoot 500 grain slugs at nearly 125 foot-pounds. You get up to 375 shots in .177 caliber or 85 shots in .30 caliber per fill, incredible capacity that keeps you in the field all day. It's a bullpup design with AR-style grip and stock that accepts optics and accessories exactly like a modern rifle. In short, this is a sniper's absolute dream, ridiculously accurate, completely modular, and tuned for over 100 foot-pounds of power. At $2,395 it's pricey, but utterly insane as one of the most adaptable air rifles on the entire planet. But hold tight, the weapons are getting more devastating. SENECA Dragon Claw 2, .50 caliber. Number 9 takes us to the SENECA Dragon Claw 2 in .50 caliber. And this unique beast is half-arrow launcher, half-bullet rifle, a hybrid big-bore weapon that shouldn't exist but does. On one hand, it can shoot standard pellets with authority. But here's where minds get blown. Its rifle barrel and dual reservoirs let it launch full 20-inch crossbow bolts at over 600 feet per second. A 430-grain carbon bolt carries 340 foot-pounds of energy. Let that sink in. That's powerful enough to punch straight through plywood or take down deer out to 40 yards with one devastating shot. Despite this explosive power, it's surprisingly quiet thanks to its 500 cubic centimeters airbanks. You only get a handful of full-power shots, maybe 4 to 5 per fill, but each one is absolutely devastating. At $739.99, this is an affordable arrow gun that blurs the line between modern firearms and medieval weaponry in the most terrifying way possible. HATSAN Harpoon Bullpup Arrow Launcher. At number 8. The HATSAN Harpoon Bullpup Arrow Launcher is this Turkish-made arrow gun that takes power even further than the Dragon Claw, and it does it in a package that's somehow even more compact. At a mere 36 inches long, it uses a side lever PCP system to hurl 20-inch commercial crossbow arrows at 600 feet per second, yielding a whopping 330 foot-pounds of energy. 2 arrows stored right in the stock mean lightning-fast follow-up shots. The regulated 500 cubic centimeters tank gives you around 10 shots at optimal power on a single fill. 10 arrows at 600 feet per second can't be dodged. This will absolutely dump heavy crossbow bolts into targets with terrifying authority. Add optics to its Picatinny rail or mount conventional scopes for precision work out to 70-plus yards. At $703.99, it's one of the most powerful arrow launchers you can buy, essentially turning a bulky crossbow into a semi-auto bullpup rifle configuration. This is medieval weaponry meeting modern engineering, and the results are absolutely insane. AEA Precision HPSS.457 Max. Number 7 brings us the AEA Precision HPSS.457 Max, and this pocket-sized big boy is the smallest weapon on our entire list. But don't let size fool you. This is concentrated devastation. In a 20-inch package, it still delivers 300 to 400 foot-pounds of energy with .457 slugs. That's about the power of a Magnum pistol and roughly on par with high-end handguns. From something you can fold and stick in a backpack. It's a bolt-action repeater with a 6-round magazine, and it even folds down to just 20 inches for backpack carry, making it incredibly portable. Operating on 4,500 psi air, it can hurl 25-gram slugs at 850-plus feet per second. Thanks to its compactness and serious power, this is essentially a survival rifle packed into a shotgun shell-sized package. It sells it for about $562 to $675 depending on configuration. It's not a multi-shot beast, but it's absolutely unbeatable in portability where you get deadly medium-game power in a briefcase-sized rifle. Perfect for bug-out bags or covert operations. But the monsters are coming. UMAREX Hammer Carbine, .50 caliber. At number 6. The UMAREX Hammer Carbine in .50 caliber is a short-barreled, magazine-fed version of the famous hammer, and it's about to show you what true big-bore power looks like in a compact package. At 34 inches total length, it still launches a 350-grain slug at 820 feet per second, generating 523 foot-pounds. Or push 550-grain slugs at 680 feet per second for 565 foot-pounds of devastating energy. It uses a 2-round pressure seal magazine and a 35 cubic inch carbon tank for 4 full power shots per fill. Its compact size combined with 8.2 pound weight makes it incredibly handy, yet it delivers slugs with genuine rifle-grade lethality. This is the kind of gun hunter's pack for elk or black bear out west where they need serious stopping power without alerting every animal in the county. At $1,099.99, it's a huge bore powerhouse letting you carry .50 caliber rifle energy without the roar of gunpowder. 4 shots, 4 devastations. But we're entering truly extreme territory now. Airguns of Arizona Bushbuck. Number 5 takes us to the airguns of Arizona Bushbuck, and this is a true long-range monster wrapped in gentleman's clothing. The Bushbuck's 30-inch barrel and 285 cubic centimeters air tube shoot 400-plus grain bullets at 820-plus feet per second, yielding over 600 foot-pounds on high power and around 400 foot-pounds on low power settings. In practice, that means 2 full power shots at roughly 600 foot-pounds on one fill, then 2 more at around 400 foot-pounds. That's enough to take any North American game or even dangerous African plains game with absolute confidence. Its rigidity and US-made stock deliver laser-like accuracy tighter than many powder-burning rifles at 100-plus yards. The BUSHBUCK sells for around $1,995 or on sale for about $1,855. Simply put, this is a silent .50 caliber rifle that can legally harvest buffalo-sized animals without anyone hearing a thing. Old-school craftsmanship meets New World devastation. But the legends are coming. AIRFORCE TEXAN .50 caliber. At number 4, the legendary AIRFORCE TEXAN in .50 caliber is absolutely famous among airgunners worldwide, and for damn good reason. This is the rifle that changed everything. The .510 TEXAN pushes half-inch slugs at over 1,000 feet per second, breaking the 800 foot-pound energy barrier and making it essentially a silent .50 caliber rifle. Let that sink in. 800 foot-pounds. From A. At 49 inches it's long but weighs only 7.7 pounds. Shockingly light for this much power. Its unique bottle butt design houses 490 cubic centimeters of air in that distinctive configuration. The Texan delivers 620 grain bullets, heavy cast lead projectiles, around 620 feet per second for over 800 foot-pounds of energy. Even the .357 and .457 models in this line match many centerfire rifle calibers for power. Sold at around $1,094.95. It's literally the world's most powerful production airgun until very recently. There's no need for a second shot when one slug can drop a 600-pound buffalo in its tracks. This is the rifle that proved big-bore airguns weren't a novelty. They were legitimate hunting platforms. But we're not done yet. HATSAN PILEDRIVER .50 BMG PCP. Number 3 brings us the HATSAN PILEDRIVER .50 BMG PCP. And this Turkish bullpup is basically an A-powered .50 BMG stand-in that shouldn't be legal, but somehow is. Available in .457, .510, and even monstrous .62 caliber, it uses a massive 480 cubic centimeters bottle for air storage. With a 33-inch barrel, it hurls a 430 grain slug at 950 feet per second for about 780 foot-pounds or a 560 grain slug at 860 feet per second for 970 foot-pounds of energy. That's legitimate rifle ammunition territory. This thing will punch through walls and drop deer at 200 yards with absolute ease. Listed at $1,099.99. It is only a single shot between fills, but consider what that one shot actually does. This completely redefines what big bore means in the airgun world. One shot, one absolute devastation. But there's something even more insane at the top. WILDCARDS, pistol crossbows, and riot control. At number 2, we need to talk about some WILDCARDS that deserve serious mention even though they are not traditional big bore rifles, because these platforms prove non-powder weapons have evolved way beyond what most people imagine. Pistol crossbows like the 120-pound Ixapo FMA supersonic fire mini arrows at 420-plus feet per second, on par with a shotgun slug in terms of impact energy. They are totally silent and deadly accurate out to 50 yards. Compact enough to conceal, powerful enough to stop any threat. Then you've got riot control revolvers like the Russian OSAP 4SP chambered in 18.5 by 55 millimeters that launch rubber or pepper balls at 300-plus feet per second, packing serious stopping power without bullets. One shot can break bones or completely incapacitate targets. These less lethal platforms still hit unbelievably hard despite using no gunpowder whatsoever. They are proof that innovation in non-powder weapons is happening across every category imaginable. But there's one weapon that stands above them all. AEA Precision ZEUS Gen 2. And here we are at number 1 with the absolute king of big bore air rifles. The AEA Precision ZEUS Gen 2 in .72 caliber. And I need you to understand, this is the most devastating production air rifle anywhere on Earth. The ZEUS .72 is the largest mass-produced caliber available, and it fires 850 grain projectiles. That's nearly 2 ounces of solid lead, at around 850 feet per second for 1,500 foot-pounds of energy. Let me say that again. 1,500 foot-pounds. That's literally twice the power of any other rifle on this entire list. Each trigger pull releases the equivalent energy of a firing truck. Every spec is absolutely mind-blowing. A 750 grain slug at 920 feet per second delivers over 1,500 foot-pounds, making this more powerful than many centerfire rifles. From compressed air, it uses a 660 cubic centimeters tank that gives you 3 full power shots plus a weaker 4th shot. Single shot operation, but at $1,299 it's the priciest on our list for good reason. The .72 caliber projectile is 3/4 of an inch in diameter, larger than most people's index finger. The wound channel is catastrophic. The stopping power is unmatched. You literally will not find a more devastating production air rifle anywhere on Earth because no gunpowder is needed to drop a moose or buffalo with this absolute monster. This is the pinnacle. This is the ultimate evolution of compressed air weaponry. From electromagnetic coil guns and next-generation crossbows to monster big-bore air guns generating 1,500 foot-pounds of devastating energy, these 13 weapons completely obliterate the idea that air guns are toys. Each entry here is real, commercially available hardware that you can actually buy today. They prove that compressed air, springs, or magnets can substitute for gunpowder with absolutely explosive effect. Which one shocked you most? Drop a comment and smash that subscribe button because we're just getting started exploring the cutting edge of non-powder weaponry. The future of firearms. It doesn't need gunpowder, and it's already here. Until next time, stay safe, stay legal, and stay absolutely blown away by what's possible.